The three biggest mistakes that I see small home services business make when it comes to running print ads is number one, they're not tracking the leads, estimates, and conversions that those ads generate. So some people will think, oh, well, I'm tracking like the calls I get. That's great. You need to make sure you're doing it systematically 100% of the time for 100% of the leads, and then also track the number of estimates that are generated from those leads and the conversion rate. The reason being is you need to know, are they high quality leads or are they low quality leads? And the only way that you can know that is by tracking a panoply of those numbers. The second big mistake that I see contractors making is that they're not immediately contacting the lead. And you might be like, well, how can I contact them when they're receiving my mailer or they're seeing my ad in a magazine that gets mailed to their house? How can I reach out to them? Exactly. That's exactly the problem. So what I encourage you to do is, number one, subscribe to this channel, because on Friday I'm releasing a video that goes in depth with how you can do exactly that. But basically, you want to have them reach out to you via a QR code, via some kind of form that you can digitally insert on that print ad that's going to route them into your system, into your CRM, into your automations, that's going to immediately contact them. So if they call you, fantastic. But a lot of people, especially millennials, especially Gen Z, who are up and coming in the home ownership race, they don't want to make a phone call. They would much rather submit a form and then handle it that way. So if you're not capitalizing on that, you're leaving money on the table. So immediately contacting the leads. Third thing, the third biggest mistake that I see is not following up with those leads that are contacting you after they see your ad immediately and then on an ongoing basis until you get a response from them. And by response, I don't just mean, oh yeah, I'm busy right now, I'll call you back later. I mean a response like, yes, I will book an estimate, and then you go to their home and do your estimate with them, or they tell you to stop contacting them. So a definite yes or a definite no. You don't stop following up with them until you get one of those two responses. So even if they're ghosting you for 6 months, unless they hit the unsubscribe button or they, reply stop so that you stop texting them, and even then you still have their phone number and you can still set up an automation that's going to call them, right? So those are the top three mistakes that I see. And just as a bonus, ugly print ads, that's just the number 4 big mistake. So we could talk about that more on another live, about how you can easily, without spending a ton of money and getting a designer or, going back and forth with somebody on Upwork or Fiverr, trying to get them to create something that is going to be effective, but ugly ads that don't tell who you are, what you do, and who you help, and kind of set you apart from other competitors, so that when people immediately see your ad, they can tell just by glancing at it why they should contact you and not your competitor who might have an ad in the same magazine or in the same Valpak or Penny Saver, whatever it is, that the type of mailer or print ad that you're sending out. So those are your top 3 mistakes. You may be making those if you are not tracking leads, tracking estimates, and tracking conversions to a job. If you are not immediately contacting leads and having them in an automation sequence that's going to continue to follow up with them until you get a yes or a no from them, you are leaving money on the table. Fortunately, there is an easy fix for this. I invite you to, like I said, subscribe to this channel, hit the like button if you want to see more content like this. I'm releasing a video on Friday that's going to go more in depth and talk about exactly how you can put systems in place, automations in place, and solve this problem once and for all and never have to worry about it again. Anyway, I'm Barb McGowan. Thank you for watching this. If you have a question, even if it's not about print ads or marketing, anything about your small home services business, I'm happy to answer that question for you. Just drop it in the comments. Once again, hit the like button, share this with a friend who is struggling with their business, and don't forget to subscribe to this channel, and stay tuned for Friday when I'm going to be dropping the video that is going to blow your mind and solve all of your problems. Have a lovely day, and I will be going live for 30 straight days, so stick around and I will see some of you tomorrow.